Community, opportunity, and acceptance. 3 things that led me to Clifford Chance before I even stepped foot in the office on the first day. Hi everyone, my name is Mullins, and I'm a 2L at Fordham Law School. I'm originally from San Diego, California, so New York was a new place, a big city, and this leads me to my first point about the community. Coming from San Diego, surf town, I was a beach boy, boogie boarding, surfing. I never really stepped foot into a big city like New York, and so finding a college that felt like a community and finding people that made me feel supported was really important to me. So moving to New York, I went to Fordham University up in the Bronx, go Rams. I was really nervous coming into that. I didn't really know anybody in New York. I had a lot of my friends, before I'd met these people, they were from New Jersey, Connecticut, New York. They had been in this area before and had spent their whole lives in the Northeast. And so once I got to Fordham, it was definitely my place. I found my community. I ended up being the Fordham mascot, the Ram, Ramses, go Rams. And I really felt like I had found a support system that I had always been looking for. Going to law school, I decided there was only one place I could be, Fordham. And I applied just to Fordham, got in, and was really excited to find that community again. I was able to find it, found an amazing support system to get through that 1L process, as we all know. And this is what really led me to Clifford Chance. What was really so important was to continuously find a place where I felt like I could build among my peers. And just seeing Clifford Chance at networking events, seeing them at tabling events, it felt like community. You could tell, you could feel the culture, and I was hungry to continue that feeling that I had an undergrad at Fordham, at law school at Fordham, and so that is how I found my community at Clifford Chance. Opportunity. Going into undergrad, I knew that I wanted to potentially go to law school and that I was really interested in an international aspect. I had studied abroad in London at Fordham London in my spring of 2023 during my junior year. I loved London. I knew I had to return one day, but I didn't quite know how I could return and what that would look like. Then came Clifford Chance. I had, as we all know, during that 1L year, I had attended many different panel events. During the week, there were several throughout the week lunch panels, and I was pulled into Clifford Chance by mistake. I hadn't even RSVP'd for the lunch event because there was just so many things going on. And there was a panel of 3 attorneys. They were actually 3 Sarahs, Sarah Brown, Sarah Holm, and Sarah Posner. Sarah Brown was actually a double Ram as well. She had gone to Fordham undergrad in the Bronx and then Fordham Law. And so immediately I felt something's a little bit different about this firm. I'm already feeling a little bit more connected. And then I heard about the London summer program. And I was, once again, immediately drawn into what Clifford Chance was. And so I felt like there was the opportunity to connect that love of an international connection, the global aspect, but also come back to London one day. And so I really felt like there was an opportunity there to get that, which other firms didn't necessarily have. And then third is acceptance. Growing up, I dealt a lot with kind of figuring out who I was. I was able to kind of find myself as a member of the part of the LGBTQ plus community. In college, I didn't come out to my family until 2 or 3 years ago. And so feeling safe in who I was, and I'm a very outgoing person, I love meeting people, but still embodying that is tough. You know, as we have our things, sometimes hard to kind of put your full self on the table. And I felt like immediately hearing about the Clifford Chance community and the Clifford Chance Arcus Pride event, I really felt like Clifford Chance was a place where they support everybody, not just as attorneys, but also everything that they bring to the table. And I already kind of see that within this group, and I kind of understood that. And especially last summer, we were all invited as summers to go to the Arcus Pride event and go into the office, and they hired the New York Gay Men's Choir, and they were singing like all of our favorite pop songs. And I really saw the whole office there. It wasn't just other members of the LGBTQ plus community, it was all the attorneys and all the partners there supporting their fellow attorneys during Pride Month. And so I really felt supported and accepted. And so my pitch is, if you want to find a firm that builds community, has great opportunity, and allows you to feel accepted, then Clifford Chance is the best home for you. So thank you.